we are going to pierce the veil. Now, there's two different ways that you can pierce the veil. One is through extreme focus, and this involves gamma brainwaves, which we are going to go over in later, more advanced material. But this is when your brainwaves start cycling at 40 hertz or cycles per second and beyond. So basically, you can pierce the veil by being so aware of this reality, by examining it with your primary consciousness so many times per second that there becomes room for you to experience beyond it. The other way, and the easier way, and the way that we are going to go for first, is through meditation or dissociation. And this gets us into the theta brainwaves, which are 4 to 8 cycles per second, and is your lucid spiritual state. It is just a lot easier to learn to lower your brainwaves than it is to accelerate them. So that is what we're going for first, because it's just important for now that you remember, that you wake up and remember that you are a spiritual being. You are an energetic being. You are living light. And gaining a waking focus within theta brainwaves is going to achieve that for you, and it is going to enhance your life in amazing ways. The primary benefits of theta brainwave mastery is having a full sensory connection to the living light, to the soul that you are, which is going to aid you in expanding your presence beyond the skin of your body and having a sensory connection in the electromagnetic energy that is everywhere. This will help you to be one with all things, which opens up a sensory connection to this world that is just amazing in ways that I could spend a whole entire video explaining. It's also going to allow you to begin to get a memory or data input stream from the memory of the self as it knew itself before incarnation, which is a very obvious benefit. Another benefit is that it's going to aid you tremendously in your lucid dreaming, which we're going to cover in lesson 3, which will be the final lesson of stage 1 of awakening. But the more you do the exercises that we are going to give you in the lesson 2 section, the easier it is going to be for you to just wake up when you're inside of an out-of-body projection already, which is basically what a lucid dream is. So let me explain briefly what happens each night as you fall asleep. So your consciousness, your brainwaves diminish. They go from beta to alpha and down into theta and delta, even below theta. But we lose consciousness as we transit from one state to the next. So when you go to sleep at night, it's not like yourself just ceases to exist except for in some vague electrical activity in the brain. You actually leave your body. Your consciousness embodies your living light, and you go off and you explore many other systems of reality. The problem, though, is that you have to pass through this veil, the vibrational and structural variance. And it is so different from the waking human state of consciousness that as you begin to shift from your human mind, your human self, to your spiritual self, the variance is so vast that you black out or you lose consciousness as you shift from one state to the other, which means that the waking self is not brought into the spiritual state. And the same thing happens when you return to your body, when you wake up. You still must pass through this veil, which is the vibrational and structural variance between the two states of consciousness. And once again, because of the extremity of the variance, you black out, you lose consciousness, so you don't bring any memory back from what you did in the spiritual state, in the living light, to who you are in the physical state. And this is why you get dreams. Dreams are basically random and vague input from the spiritual state of reality to the physical reality. So the more you can learn to gain waking focus within theta brainwave state, the more information will begin to transfer from one state of consciousness to the other. You will begin to have lucidity, waking focus within your projections that you currently call dreams. They are going to become more dialed in, more focused. You're going to be awake and aware and be able to travel as you wish. You're also going to begin to get memory of who and what you were before incarnation. So these are the primary benefits of doing the Theta meditation, that there's no singular thing that is going to connect you or wake you back up into remembering that you are a spiritual being, that you are living light, than doing these Theta brainwave exercises. They are going to enhance every single other exercise that I teach you within this course.